good morning. This is, what is this, Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. And so we're not going to go through today's gospel today. Just wanted to share some of my struggles that I'm going through right now, and some of the self-doubt. No matter how much we're involved in our prayer life and going through the gospels like we have been, going to adoration, doing the rosary, doing our prayers, spending time with community, does not completely 100% protect us from the temptations of the evil one and the doubt that he likes to put into us. And I've just been struggling with that as powerful and as strong and as positive, as confident as I tried to be in certain things. None of us are completely protected from that. And my humanness does eliminate me many times from being able to continue to grasp and hold on to that hope and that joy, knowing the good news, knowing Christ is there, knowing all that. And as we've all experienced, knowing is not being, right? There's a reason why we're human beings, that we have to be. And the same reason why in the Old Testament, when Moses asked who the burning bush was and God said, "I am," right? It's very specific. And being a human being is that you have to be something. You have to do something. There's motion there. And trying to stay focused and positive on what God wants. And I've shared with you guys before, I've given up my business to God, put it in his hands, but it doesn't change the fact of me still being a human and having the struggles of the doubt, the insecurities, the frustrations, the anger, the disappointments, right? These are all part of our journey. This is all part of life. And it's, you fall down, you pick yourself back up, and you keep going. And so I'm not I haven't fallen down. I'm not wallowing. I'm not a turtle on its back that can't get up. But there's a point in time where at some point you can only show so much positiveness, so much confidence, before it does become overwhelming. And my mentality and my personality is to do. And many times, I'm eating an elephant, and that's awesome. There's another elephant there, and it's not because of greed. It's not because of hoarding. It's because I care so much. I want to help so much. Is that I feel that God has blessed me with gifts and talents to be able to take on everything and provide as much help I can with everyone. And in my business model, that's kind of what I've been doing. And I'm at that point where I've taken big bites that I'm still chewing, haven't swallowed yet. I'm still pulling that elephant closer and ready to take another bite. And it's a difficult personality to have, being a joyful, happy type person that I am, that when there's moments of seriousness that affect me or doubt or concern, it doesn't seem real to the outside environment because it's not something that I am. It's something I experience, but it's not who I am. And my being is not to dwell on that. My being is to continue to strive forward. If I'm not running, fine, I'm jogging. If I'm not jogging, fine, I'm walking. If I'm not walking, fine, I'm crawling. If I'm not crawling, fine, I'm scooting. I'm doing scratching and scraping every moment and every point in the time to move forward. And God's blessed me with that ability. But there are times where I am crawling. And that's kind of where I feel right now, is from a professional standpoint, Faith, awesome. Family, awesome. Friends, awesome. Living environment, decisions, awesome. They talk about balance in life, and I don't think that's necessarily attainable. There's always something not getting something. And you're not giving your all to something when you're balancing out into other areas. And I've tried my best to balance, and I've given certain things up in my professional life to be able to spend time with my kids and my wife, friends and family. I've forced myself not to do stuff on the weekends all the time. I've forced myself to stop at a certain time in the day to go spend time with family and friends. And it's hard. Sarah will tell you it's a struggle. It doesn't change the fact that I'm reading and I'm thinking, I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I want to help. That's a desire. I'm more of a servant in a desire to help more than I am a business owner. And it just happened to do my business. But right now, I'm struggling to stay focused on the goal. And not that I don't know what the goal is, and not that I'm not taking strides to it. It's just I've have too many elephants. I can't necessarily herd elephants. You can herd cows. You can't necessarily herd elephants. And I'm having a difficult time doing that right now. And it's overwhelming. And I'm struggling with it because it is affecting my business and other areas that I need to focus on. But I also know that if I focus in those areas and the successes that I have in those areas will result in my need to have these other elephants to be there and be completed. That's just the model that I've designed and developed. And I'm struggling. So I need your prayers. I need your prayers. A lot of concern, a lot of doubt. Gonna win. This isn't my business. This is God's business. And He wants what we do to help business owners, that help employees and families that work for those businesses, that helps the community, helps the city, the county, the state, and the government as a whole. What we're doing is a supportive cog in the system and in the process. Absolutely. Okay. Now we may be one small cog, but we are there and we have value in what we're doing. But it doesn't change the fact that sometimes I just feel completely overwhelmed, and not having 100% of the resources that I want or I need to make this thing move forward, right? That's my humanness I'm talking about, the drive to make this happen quicker and sooner. And God's like, it's okay, Bob. Just take one step at a time. And while He's saying that, I'm grabbing the tail of an elephant and pulling it in. And I'm struggling with that because I'm right now, it's hard. It's hard. And so I just wanted to be, this is what this channel's about. This is an imperfect journey, and somebody has to step up with other people stepping up and just sharing that, look, we're not alone. We're not going to always have a gold star day. Right? I've had days that are gold stars, but they felt like, ripped stars, right? Stars that don't stick anymore, and they just keep floating off onto the ground, right? And there's days I've had the opposite, where I felt like I'm a star laying on the floor, and my goodness, everything of that day was a gold star day. And right now, I just am asking for prayers, and that's the point of this. It's not to get people to feel sorry. There's no place for that. Where there's place for is community, prayer, support, and that's what I'm looking for, is prayer. And I have, business wise, I'm not looking for anyone to say, hey, is there something I can do? No, just pray, and this will pass, because it has. This isn't the first time I've been in this position, which is why I probably seem so calm as I'm having this conversation and not freaking out. There's no pads on the wall, so I would end up hurting myself if I was running around freaking out. But I've grown in my spirituality. I've grown in my faith to know that this will pass. But in order for this to pass, I need to dive in deeper and focus and trust more. And that's that humanness I'm fighting right now. I need to fight out of that and focus on God, trusting God, knowing He'll take care of everything. Moving to a new state, and your son going off to college, and leaving family and friends, and adding more businesses to the businesses I have, doing all these things that I'm doing. It's a lot of influx, and it gets overwhelming. So please pray for me. I appreciate your support, your love, your kindness, and this is healing for me. So I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for others to understand that we have these moments. We have these moments, and I guess I am doing this for me because this is therapeutic for me. This is helpful for me to be able to share this. Even if no one's watching this, and I'm just talking to myself, it is therapeutic. And if you are watching this, I'm just sharing this to let you know, look, you know what? You don't have to be 10 feet tall and bulletproof. We're going to struggle through this. And the key is to ask for help. And the best help that I can get from you right now is prayer. So please pray for me. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Have a great one.